Hey folks, welcome back to the H Squared Experience. Today I'm heading out on a bit of a trip that means a little bit of something special to me. Kind of close to where I grew up. Spent some time over here, church gatherings, family reunions. I'm heading to the Breaks Intestate Park. That's in Virginia, Kentucky border, and if you don't know, it's also known as the Grand Canyon of the South. I'm heading over here to do some canoeing, but I'm also going to be camping, and I'll be staying in the truck tent tonight, in the bed of the truck. So we'll be doing that. So while I'm here and paddling, I hope to potentially get to see some great sights, overlooks if I have time. Also, what's going on here is the Russell Fork Rendezvous and the Lord of the Fork race. And that's a canoe, kayak, whitewater race through the Russell Fork, the gorge there. And that's a, I think, Class 4, probably Class 5, potentially at certain levels and certain difficulties through there. Race, and if I get the opportunity, I'm going to try to hike down in there as well to get some pictures and maybe some video of some of those guys coming through there. That's not something that I'm going to be going through or doing. I'm not getting to boat as much here recently, so it seems once every 2 or 3 months, and that is definitely something that I'm not going to attempt on this trip. So I hope to get to show some beauty of this place, and if I'm here, I'll maybe go through the campgrounds, just let you guys see some of those campground areas, at least the RV area or tent areas, what I'm available to get to. So maybe you guys can see an update if you haven't been there in a while, or if you're looking to go, you kind of get an idea of what those areas look like. So looking forward to getting out here and having a good time, see what we see. Hopefully it's a beautiful trip. As I'm traveling here, I will say the foliage in the area is pretty much gone. It's a little colder here than it is where it is from my house, so I think this area is a few weeks ahead, so there's not a lot of color or leaves left on the trees here, but you can still see some of the great landscape that's out here, and it is just absolutely beautiful. So we'll see what we can get on this trip. As I head down the road and look at the beautiful sights, I realize how epic and beautiful things are as memories come flushing back to me. I travel through some of the hometown areas where I grew up in. And just admire all the beauty as I travel through. From my old high school that I graduated from, to the area where my mother grew up, and to where my dad used to work. It's often nice to go back. I don't get back as often as I would like. I get to see a city that was moved out of a floodplain that now stands a 3-story Walmart, an old cinema, and just beauty all around as I travel. I'm really looking forward to this trip, getting to spend some time with nature. And while I was here, I did not get to do all the hiking that I intended, but I did put a couple clips of some areas on the river just to show some canyon walls, and you'll see an overlook as well here as we pull into the breaks. As you can see, it's just a beautiful place here, and I lucked out and it wasn't as cold here as I thought it was going to be. So some of the leaves were actually here, and it was prime time for leaves changing colors. As we pull in here, we'll take a quick walk around. You'll see the conference center.
and then the main restaurant, gift shop area here as well. We'll go ahead, take a walk inside here. You can just kind of see all the gifts, trinkets, things that you'd like to pick up here. Some great books here as well on the area. But if you've never been here, this is just kind of what you expect. There's also a restaurant in here, which I don't show. I didn't really want to go in there and video people eating that day. But you can see all the knickknacks and trinkets and stuff here.
Have a great day. Thanks, you too.
And then once I'm done here, you'll head on past the restaurant area, and there's a decked area that you can walk out and just see how beautiful it really is to overlook the gorge here. And in a minute I will walk on down. You can go on down to the right here, some stairs down to an overlook area here as well. Well, it does appear that I was a little bit wrong. There is still some color and leaves left on the trees here, and it's just absolutely beautiful, as I expected it to be. Such a beautiful place around here. All the nature around you. I'll walk on down here just a little bit more, take a peek. I think we can see some of the gorge down through here. Oh yeah. And here you'll see just some of the shots, a couple of shots that I got of the canyon walls while I'm down on the river for you. All right, folks, so had a fun day on the water, but I did just get off. It's starting to get dark, so I'm going to go ahead and just set up camp here in the bed of the truck for tonight. And they were out of tent sites, so I got an RV site, and I'm going to cheat tonight. I have power, so I had an electric blanket at the house. I'm going to use it tonight. Why not? A little extra fun for tonight. So we'll see how that works tonight too. So I'm going to go ahead and get set up, and then we'll show you what I got. All right, y'all, so it is gotten kind of dark, but I wanted to show you a little bit of this, and then I'll try to show you some more of it in the morning. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull my tent down and then make some dinner. But here is my bougie spot for the night. Now that I have the electric blanket, my lights, I'll probably hang some of those up on the carpet. And there it goes. Bougie. Alright, so we have some kielbasa and some marinara pasta panel. Super fancy dinner tonight. Alright, as this boils, I'm going to go ahead and put the kielbasa in. And I'm just going to reuse this for salad bowl. All right, so here is the super fancy dinner. It's about ready, so I'm going to go ahead, finish cooking this up, go ahead and eat it, and go ahead and climb on in the truck tonight, get some good sleep, and get out tomorrow, do another little more paddling. I'll still show you out here in the morning. I'll try to walk you around my campsite just so you can see my setup here as well. But before then, I'm going to show you the food, just some salad, some kielbasa, and some pasta. But I'm looking forward to it, really hungry. There we go. It'll be good. All right, folks, we're inside the truck now, and since I have actually a outlet this weekend, I'm actually able to be in here and get all my gear charged. I can even work in here on some videos or anything, but it's pretty comfy in here. Be able to charge everything. Some lights hanging out. But overall, very comfy. I think it's supposed to get around to around 40 or so tonight, so it shouldn't be too bad anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and shut her down for the night, and we'll see you in the morning. All right, folks, so it's around 7 o'clock here. A little after daylight's coming in. So I want to get out of here and make some coffee. Not sure what I'll get to see or show today. I'm going to at least try to show the setup here. It was a good night. Overall, glamping here with the electric blanket was pretty awesome. Did find that I had it a little high. It was causing me actually to sweat, so I had to move it down to about midway. And it was nice. Anywhere I was laying with the sleeping bag over me, kept all the heat inside, so that worked out really well. Not sure what you could see here, but there's my controls and my lights. Just did some Velcro for those for right now. And but I got some other gear here with me beside me. But it's just me in the truck this weekend using this, so I can kind of bring as much as I need to bring in, not interfere with anything. And this mattress that I got, it worked out really well as well. So I know it's a little bit large, but it worked out really good too. So once the sun comes out a little more, I'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit more inside here. But I'm going to try to make me some coffee now. Ooh, some smoky maple breakfast sausage. We'll try this out with some eggs today. In the bowl. A little salt and pepper. A little scramble action. Go ahead, add some cheese to the eggies. right, so I've got some water here boiling water to clean out my pan a little bit. I'll go ahead and enjoy these eggs and sausage. Last night was a pretty good night. Yesterday was an awesome day boating. There's I'm only a couple spots away from the restrooms, and I think there's showers in there. I'll probably try to check that out this morning too. Like I said before, I didn't really get out and see a lot of the sites I was hoping to see. So at least on the way out, maybe I can drive through at least this campground. I don't know if I can get through any others, because I got to meet my friends this morning to boat again today. I want to do the upper section of the Russell Fork again, which is what we did yesterday, but a little bit shorter route. So excited to do that. But like I said before, I will do you a little walk around camp just so you can kind of see what my setup is. But if I don't get anything else, it was still a good overall trip. Enjoying some breakfast before the day gets going. Pretty good and fun. A little bit of a glamping situation this time, but really enjoyed it. So look forward to some more adventures. Hopefully next time my wife and or kiddo will be out here with me. That's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to test out what I had here. So if we can get a place like this, maybe my wife will come out with me. She's not the biggest camper, but I always appreciate when she does make it out for a trip sometimes. So we'll see. All right, folks, since I am truck camping, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys around camp since I couldn't show you last night. So I'll take you a little bit of look from far back here. So I have my MoonShade picnic table stuff over here. A lot of my gear hanging up to dry overnight for paddling again today. Of course, boats up on top. Beautiful boats, I have to say. This is where I slept. Got the DIY band bed. The topper tent DIY, that worked out really well last night. And as you can see what I did, just made me a foot box in my sleeping bag. And I did use the heating blanket, and that worked out really well. It was started out a little warm for me, so I actually turned it down. But as you can see, I had plenty of room. Got just my bag of clothes and my computer and video gear up in there as well. But nice and comfy in here last night. Worked out well, and I'll show you here in just a minute how it looks closed up too. All right, now we'll just do a quick walk around so you guys can see how this thing looks. Turned out to be a pretty good little setup last night. So for now, I'm all done here. Time to break down and hit the road and go find some water. All right, just for reference, I am in spot 40 at Campground B, and I'll just do a loop out of here really quickly so you guys can see what it is that I was, just to get an idea. Probably not gonna be the best, but just a little bit for you. Nice to get out and be in nature whenever you get a chance. Sorry, I was in Campground A. This is going to be B through here. I think this is where some other folks were staying. Drive through and see if they're here, if they're already headed out of here. Oh, there's a playground in here. Oh, some nice spots back in here too. Spots are down to the left there. Drive through real quick. Alright, so all kinds of spots back in here. And there are two more, which is going to be C and D. But again, I gotta go meet the crew. So maybe next time. But as you can see, it is very nice in here. Some nice spaces. This is going to be the primitive. But it looks like there are a couple of hookups over here as well for even primitive, which is kind of nice. For electric hookup, I should say. And off we go. And there you can see the bear trash cans that you need to use to put all your trash in so the bears do not get you. And I'm heading out, but right there is going to be the check-in station, little convenience store for your campsites if you show up early. But they will have your setup card at your site for you as well, so you'll be good to go. Not sure if you can see it, but there are a lot of deer around here, and right there one grazing by the cone. They're pretty tame out here, beautiful creatures. Another one grazing, if you can see it. Some cabins, swimming pool, pond if you're here in the right time of year, in season for that. And we're going to go meet up with our friends at the main lodge area at the restaurant. We are loaded up and I'm heading out to the river with the crew. So hope you all had a good one, and until next time, let's go find some water or an adventure. We'll see y'all later.